uploading is YouTube, and also it's everyone can see that it's my broadcasting when you have this my link. So let's start. So I'm just have this 5 classes. There is one I generated root number, root 649, root game, and then root max and main function. Let's see that is my code. There is I just started this load game. The load game is my there is 5 is field. My 5 field is there is element list and element number and element list and then random is set size. Also, so there is the public property here is get set and number list and then number set size. There is an initialize. Is also is the method will instance is a new object for this private field. It's number list and then element list and random. That's why it's on this element list. For this initialize is a new, and on those random is initialize new. Also, is a build method will add is an integer liberal one to the set size. That's why I'm using this loop functions for loop. So int is I dot is 0 and I is less than set size is I plus plus. And also this number list is add is I plus 1. Why do I say I plus 1? Because it's when you see this output and then you can see this 0, but I don't want us to see this 0. I started from the 1, so I'm using this I plus 1. That's it. And there is another function is a pick element, which is supposed this for these randomly numbers. So element list is element is greater than 0, and both element list and number list must call they are clear. That's why some element list and a number list is clear. And then is to set the build method. We call the build method to reveal the number list with the original values. Also, some using this for loop for this random number. So I'm created this new parameters. It is rotary, and rotary is to this random next and the finish and the next. And I'm using this number list and count. Why do I set this number list count? Then there's an element list, because it's elementary list is real number and number list is how many you have the sets, like how many set is a number, how many you have the list. That's why I'm using this number list. And then there is also this element list, add is a number list, rotary, and a number list. There is a remove the rotary, and there is also add and remove it. And also I just is using the sort for this sending this element list too. Okay, let's see this rotary max. The rotary max is there has this abstract function, and there is interface functions, and there is generate root number. I go to this interface function. There is I just use the interface function, and then there is generate numbers. And where is the generated? What is the generated number? I can see this when I see this like there is a screen, and then there is a maybe see this like there is a ticket number, and there is a lottery numbers, 6 number, which means it's 6 numbers. So I'm just using the for loop, and then there is I call this a pick element from this abstract function, and I'm use the white line ticket is 1 to 6, and then right is a white line is a toString for these random numbers. So also it's the same. There is root 649 root game, and then there is a interface number. I just is generate numbers and then for loop, and then there is also is a color and white line, and there is a random numbers. So I can start it. So there is a make the selection. I press 1. There is a ticket 1 to 3 5 6. There is a random number, and press enter, and press 2. And also is ticket 1 to 3 5 6, and there is 1 to 3 5 6 7 numbers. There is press enter, and then press 3. That's it. This is my for this midterm test, and then I just thanks very much for this my broadcasting. I stop the recording. Hi guys, welcome to this Comp 123 programming class C#, and my name is Moon, and my student ID is 3010986M3 and my course ID is 001 and my name is compo123. So I'm using this OBS Studio for this uploading the YouTube, and maybe I can see that I just my professor is recommended, and then just I start it. Okay, let's start. Before I just start, I see that my core. I just my 5 classes. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is one is I generate rotor, rotor is 649, rotor game, and rotor max, and main functions. Okay, let's see the code. I see there is a rotor game is first. Rotor game is 5. There is the 5. There is 5 field, and there is element list, element number, and number list, and random number, and set side. Also, is property is element number, number list, and random and set size. Also, I can see there is initialize. Initialize is a method we instance new object for this private field, number list, and then element list, and there is random. So I'm just using this 2 is the list, and then initialize is 2 list, and then random is 2 is initialize is new randoms. Also is 2 is the build method will add is integer is this here is from the 1 to set size. So I'm using this for loop. So int I dot 0 and I less than set size, I plus plus, and number list add, and also is the read only number list is properties. So there is I plus 1 because it's I can see the I not see the start with the 0, so that's why I'm just this I plus 1. So there is a pick element too for this supporting to this make this random array numbers. So it's just start is like there is elementary list is greater than 0, and an elementary list and number list R is clear. That's why I'm using this clear function, and then there's I call it the build method will be called to reveal the number list to be the original values. So I'm just using this random make the random only numbers. So it's a select I just using this for loop, and then I just make the new parameters to this random numbers, and there is a random next, there's a number list, and a number count. Because it's I'm using this number list because elemental list is read only. No, it's not. It's a real number, and number list is what how many is the list I have it, like how many list it has it, like these numbers. That's why I'm using this number list, and there is the element list add, there is a number list is a rotary, also is a number list, remove there is a rotary too. I also is sending this element list is ascending sort, and that's why I'm using this sort functions. So it's not max is there is abstract function, and there is interface functions. Let's see. So generate is a number. There is for this screen when using this output compile it, and there is see so you can screen it. There is see so you can just I'm just put this for loop, and then there is call this pick element method from this there is abstract class, and then there is console wide, and tk is 1 to 6, and there is also you can see there is randomly numbers. So it's interface number. I'm using this randomly number. Void is void, and there is this is interface class. Also I'm using this there is same thing, it's not number and for loop, and there is a pick element. So I can start it. So please make a selection. I press 1, and there is 6 and 6 numbers. There is a randomly function. I press enter and press 2, and there is 6 tickets, and 7 is the numbers. I press 1 and I press 3. Okay, that's it. Thanks for this. See, there is my watching my broadcasting, and I just stop